All right, so the question here is these three scores right here, we're going to say are hypothetical test scores. And the question I get all the time is, well, when we take our next test, what score do I have to get so that I maintain a certain percentage? And we're going to say that with these test scores, I want to raise my grade to a 90%. Not 90 degrees, 90%. Okay? So I want to know, what does this test score have to be in order for my test grades to have an average score of 90%? So we're going to use the same thing that we did with finding the mean or finding the average. We're going to have to add these all together and divide by how many scores there are. So at the end of this, there are going to be 4 scores. And when I do this, I want that to equal the 90%. However, in order for me to access any one of these individual data points up here, I have to get these alone, because these right now are kind of tied together by parentheses. So in order for me to get any one of them by themselves, I have to get rid of anything that's on the outside of those parentheses. So what happens to be on the outside? That 4 on the bottom. Okay, that 4 is not included in those parentheses, so I have to get rid of that first. What is the 4 doing to this particular dividing? How am I going to get rid of that division? Okay, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 4 in order to get rid of the 4 that's on the bottom. So that 4 is going to cross off on the bottom, leaving me with 80 plus 93 plus 91 plus x equals 90 times 4, which is 360. So now in order for me to get to x, I have to get all of these data values combined with the 360. So I'm actually just kind of going to simplify this before I go much further. And when I simplify that, I get 264. And so now all I have to do is combine the two constants by moving the 264. How am I going to move it? Subtract it. If I subtract 264 from both sides, I end up with 96. So this is saying that if I want to maintain my score of 90%, I have to get that 4th test score to be a 96 or above.